And a good Friday morning to you. We've almost made it to the weekend. Weather and meteorologist Evan Hatter with a check of your forecast this morning, brought to you as always by On Target. No big issues on the radar this morning. We continue to watch mostly dry skies out there as we get our Friday started, as we slowly start to finish out the work week. Got to head up towards central Kentucky. Ooh, if I can pull up the radar before you run into a few showers there south of the Lexington Metro and a few more in southern Indiana. But for the most part, we remain on the dry side, and that's kind of to be expected as we head through today. I can't rule out a downpour, but I think the majority of us are going to stay dry and breezy and warm as we head through our day on Friday. You can see we're not even dealing with complete overcast. Here's the view from our Morgantown Skycam this morning overlooking the city, and you can see the city lights on and at least some broken clouds in the distance there as we work through the morning hours, and we'll continue to expect to see partly to mostly cloudy skies as we work through the daytime hours. Sexton Bin Builder Skycam this morning, you can see already what appear to be like a few cumulus clouds out there this morning, showing that we are bringing up the warmth and the moisture ahead of our next storm system. And in fact, it should come in waves, the rain, as we head through the next couple of days. It is something we will continue to keep an eye on when it comes to the potential for rain. Maybe a shower today, definitely some showers tomorrow, and of course our severe weather threat on Sunday. We've actually bumped that risk category up. We'll talk about that in just a second. Warm this morning, jackets questionable. Upper 50s in most of the region and lower 60s as well. 58 in Franklin and in Morgantown, 59 on the north side of Bowling Green, 60 at the WKU Farm and over in Russellville. Now we're 58 on the north side of Bowling Green, 62 on the Warren-Barron County line, and same thing in Scottsville this morning. That's a nice bump from where we were yesterday. You can see on the surface map this morning, high pressure has scooted off the east coast, and we are under the influence of that warm front that has pushed off to the north. As our next weather system gathers steam across the Intermountain West, should eject across the Rockies. If not today, then certainly as we head later into the weekend, that will give us the opportunity for those strong storms as we head into the day on Sunday. Temperatures running a few degrees cool on the high-resolution data this morning, so I would imagine you see quickly mid-70s by mid-morning, or low 70s by mid-morning, upper 70s by midday, and we're pushing 80. I think it's a good bet that a lot of us are going to see the low 80s as we head through the daytime hours today, as we really crank up those winds, which we will definitely do if we happen to see any sunshine out there today. That would help mix the atmosphere a little bit better, bring some of those gusty winds to the ground on the order of 30 to 35 miles per hour at times. So it will be a breezy and warm Friday all throughout the Wobbles region, with those highs getting into the 80s. You see, we don't drop a ton overnight with those clouds still in place, staying in the 60s. As we head through tomorrow, I think we warm up during the day. We'll be mostly cloudy, but we'll still be able to warm up into the at least low 70s. But notice, out to the west, we've got some of that cooler air. That's shower activity that will start to work in as we head late Saturday into early Sunday, and that could have a key influence on what happens with our severe weather chances as we head into the day on Sunday. So, as we work through the daytime hours today, not expecting a whole lot in the shower department, but you notice from the last few days, our weather was coming from the northwest. Now it's coming from the southwest as we've reintroduced those southerly winds into the region, and it will get breezy, and I can't rule out a sprinkle of shower, maybe a downpour or a rumble of thunder, but a lot of us do stay dry. In fact, the majority of us do stay dry as we work through today. Maybe some showers working in tonight. The high-resolution rapid refresh wants to bring those showers in as early as noontime and keep them scattered around during our Saturday and into our Saturday evening. That's different from some of the other models, which want to keep those showers, bring those showers in a little later and keep them a little later on Sunday, which could have a distinct impact on our severe weather threat. So overall, here's the synoptic view. As we look at our Friday morning, you'll see we'll bring up those showers as we head into the day on Saturday and then into Saturday night. This is midnight, 1 a.m. Saturday night. You see those showers in the region, but that 998 low across the Oklahoma Panhandle starts to strengthen. and works off to the east and northeast. The NAM is just getting this one into range, and it's also starting to notice we don't fire storms big time out to the west. Rather, we fire them just to our west or on top of us. That could have a distinct impact on how our severe weather threat evolves, because if it evolves, in fact, we'll show you the zoomed in version of this. You notice there are showers again as we head through Sunday morning. It keeps showers around through 4 or 5 o'clock before the sun comes out, but notice it doesn't fire those cells until they're on top of us by 1 a.m. Monday morning. That would equal, obviously, a later time we're starting to decrease the fuel, but also individual cells could have the ability to produce more severe weather in the case of perhaps some damaging winds, some very large hail of potential, and even isolated tornadoes. So we have to watch to see what the storm mode will be. Some models are keeping this cellular out to the west, linear as it pushes in. And it's something we'll watch because we don't have everything, all the details squared away. Eventually the line does form and sweeps out of here as we work through early on our Monday morning, and our severe weather threat comes to a temporary end as we head through the early parts of next week. So I think our main threats with this on Sunday remain damaging winds, very large hail of potential, and yes, the potential for a tornado or two as we work through the overnight hours. That's not ideal when it comes to timing, but it is something we will continue to keep a very close eye on. Keep an eye on our social media channels throughout the day. We'll have those latest as the models continue to resolve this particular system. As a matter of fact, with that threat, the Storm Prediction Center has increased our outlook from, we've been in a slight risk for Sunday since back on Monday. We've now been upgraded to the enhanced risk, the level 3 risk that covers much of the region, the entire western 2/3 of the state of Kentucky, into most of Indiana, southwest Ohio, southern Illinois, and into portions of Missouri, Arkansas, and Tennessee. Again, still a very expansive risk. The implication here, it goes from East Texas all the way north of the Canadian border up into southern Ontario. So a widespread potential for strong storms as we head into the day. And especially into the evening hours on Sunday. You'll definitely want to stick with us, continue to keep an eye on the potential as we head through the rest of today and into tomorrow, because we will be able to fine-tune the timing and the main threats with those storms that push through. Next 6-day weather forecast, you see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy at times during the day today. I think clouds increase during the day. Low 80s out there for a daytime high, low 60s overnight. Scattered showers possible during the day. Best chance overnight tomorrow. No severe weather expected Saturday. 77 a high, 62 overnight. 77 again on Sunday. We'll watch the potential for strong to severe storms, especially Sunday night. As we head into Monday, low 60s on the backside of that front. We cool down quickly Monday into Monday night. Low 60s, upper 30s overnight. Mid 60s Tuesday, sunshine. Perhaps the pick of the work week because things start to get active again. We remain in a very, very active pattern as we work into the first week of April. Tuesday being the first day of April. Wednesday, the second day of April. You see those temperatures getting back up into the mid and upper 70s. With the potential for rain in the forecast, and the Storm Prediction Center, as of this morning, has now placed the entire region in a level 2 slight risk for severe weather, valid for Wednesday. So Sunday, I don't believe, is our only threat of severe weather in the next 7 days. We'll have to keep watching Wednesday like a hawk as well, because once we get Sunday out of here, all eyes turn to the day on Wednesday. 'Tis the season, right? That should just about do it for me this morning. Weather Not meteorologist Evan Hanner with a check of your forecast, presented as always by On Target. We'll have the very latest on our social channels as we head through the rest of today, tomorrow, and as we head into Sunday. And obviously, should the weather warrant on Sunday, we'll hop back on Facebook with our severe weather coverage on Sunday evening, should we need to. Have a great day, everybody, and a great weekend as